It is time to see if I can do this without lagging. We'll see, we'll see. This is my usual setup and it lagged like no tomorrow last time. We'll just have to test.
Yeah, I get it. It's just... if he didn't do anything wrong, why is he acting like he has something to hide?
He asked me to leave Haven with him.
What?
Right after the wake. He wouldn't tell me why.
Run away.
But he just looked so guilty. I told him no, and that we were done. And now... I'm scared he did something horrible.
Riley. Thank you for telling me.
You deserve the truth.
I gotta run. There's some stuff I need to do.
Okay. We'll talk soon?
Let's see.
Yeah.
Does it still hold up?
Whenever you want.
I wonder what it was last time though.
Mac trying to skip town is sketchy as shit. I bet I could...
Thank you for the patience. Left things are still way up in the air. Regular business hours.
could use that to stoke his fear.
Miss Adam. Hey Barry. It seems it has gone back a little, so I'm just gonna go. This is also a little bit of a test of my normal streaming tool, which suddenly works fine. Last time it was like, no, I don't want to do this. Oh well. But just in case, it didn't save, so I'm guessing if I don't do this again, I will miss it.
Oh, you heard about the accident?
I wonder how many fish Ducky's caught in this thing.
A few.
No one.
Can't talk to you, can just be annoying. Can't gauge you people.
Yes, Mom. I still have a job at Typhon. They still have plans to expand. No, Mom. It would not help for you to call them.
No, Mom.
On one hand, there's the open road and the freedom to run away from my problems. On the other, helmet hair.
Black Lantern.
Not sure when the words Gabe Chen and Wake will stop being weird. But now isn't it?
That's probably gonna take a while.
Yeah, it's nice. You'd like it. No. The mind doesn't ruin the view.
Is that part of the mind?
What's that? Yeah, okay. Oh, sure. I can do that.
Don't mind us, we're just eavesdropping on your call.
I gotta go. Okay. I'll call her next week. Mom, I got it. I'll take care of it. Okay. Yeah.
This
Love
is
you too.
very pretty though.
Bye, Mom.
He's still on the phone though, but I think he's done talking. Don't mind us, the eavesdropping ones. We're just, you know, listening in.
Do I even want to stay here without Gabe? In this state I've never been to before. This town I've been in for less than a week. Not that I know where else I'd even go. Back to the nothing waiting for me in Portland. Fuck. I have no idea what comes next. But I'm not leaving here without answers about Gabe. At least I know that.
I wonder if I am dreaming. Everything feels so strange now under this old town sky. I wonder if there's still meaning in all the things I'm feeling. Should I say goodbye? Take me back to when things were easier. Take me back to a place that feels like home. When was that?
That's where we ended last time, so now we're on new territory again. Back to Mac, I guess. I also kind of want to see, can we go up there? We're just gonna have to go check. Because I don't think I checked that last time. Kayaks.
If not for the paddling, kayaking would be super relaxing.
Not wrong. Guessing we can't get past it. Kind of a-
Tragically, now isn't the time to check out the rest of Haven.
But curiosity. What if we wanted to check out the rest of Haven before we go poke the wasp's nest?
There's literally nothing I can do for Ethan. I feel so useless.
What's this again?
I always figured mining was dangerous, but damn.
Killed in the Teller mine collapse of 1897. Gone but not forgotten. Oh, him. Did we read? I don't remember if we read his emotions, so we're gonna do it anyway.
Poor kid. Came all the way out here for her brother. And
now, I've got to figure out the truth.
Now your brother is dead, and we need to learn why. The ever-famous why. Wonder if she said anything to those. I remember her leaving.
Man,
there.
these overnight shifts really take it out of me. Yeah. Talk about the accident?
How would I know that? Fuck, now I'm on Diane's shit list.
Thanks, Diane.
So she did tell them something. Pretty sure his response was different the first time.
Why should one accident close all the trails? What a wasted
Hey, that's a
vacation.
bird watcher lady, I think. No, it isn't. I thought it was for a second there.
Oh, it's that guy's sister. I feel so bad for her.
Everyone feels bad for us. Logically enough, really. Well, let's go find a dude on the bridge again. Now we can...
I should make sure there's nothing else I want to do before I confront Mac.
I do not think there's anything else we want to do. Maybe check here first. Just very, very quick. Nothing? Nothing? No.
Fuck. I should make sure there's nothing else I want to do before I confront Mac.
Everyone's out to get me. Alex, Ryan, even Riley. Fuck!
Good. He's scared. Time to find out the truth. What Riley told me might do it, but I should make sure there isn't anything I still want to do around town first.
Okay, did we forget something?
There are a few things I want to do.
Let's just double check before we go for it. I don't
I
think...
should make sure there's nothing else I want to do.
Yeah. Let's see. Journal. Nope. I do not believe we have anything else to do. Well,
Before I
now we're sure.
confront Mac.
Good. We're sure.
Fuck.
Here we go.
Here we go. All right. Am I ready for this?
Yes. Ready.
Okay. Let's do this. Your ex-girlfriend told me about your plans to skip town. That's not something innocent people do.
God. It's not... I didn't do anything.
It is so scared.
Fuck off! Leave me alone!
Wow, he's scared. Not just a little scared, but very scared. Okay, this feels a little bit more like a horror movie suddenly.
Fuck. I'll deal with Mac when I get to him. For now, I need to learn everything I can.
Well, first we need to snap out of eternal darkness, apparently. Oh, wait, we can walk in eternal darkness? 2 seconds. I forgot something. There we go. We're walking in absolute darkness now. Because this is weird.
I need to learn everything I can about Mac's fear.
Yeah, but we aren't
Then
seeing anything.
I can chase him down.
Is this like a bug? It feels like we should see something because we cannot walk around like this.
I saw Mac run down that alley.
What alley? We don't see anything. I think I'm gonna try and restart this because this can't be right. I mean, I can't see anything. I don't know where I'm going.
I'm so close to getting the truth. Can't turn back now.
I'm gonna do this.
I should make sure there's nothing else I want to do before I confront Mac.
That was very strange.
All right. Am I ready for this? Okay. Let's do this. Your ex-girlfriend told me about your plans to skip town. That's not something innocent people do.
God. It's not. I didn't do anything. Just fuck off! Leave me alone!
Fuck. I'll deal with Mac when I get to him. For now, I need to learn everything I can. I need to learn everything I can about Mac's fear.
This
Then
seems to be some sort
I
of
can chase
bug.
him down.
Yeah, that. Okay. Let's see. Can we sneakily use this?
Typhon's always watching. They run this whole town.
Aha.
Typhon's always watching.
Well, at least that
They
fixed the
run
bug.
this whole town.
Wow, he really is kind of
Mac
running
feels
scared.
like everyone's staring at him.
Yep.
Everyone thinks I killed him. They all hate me.
Beloved citizen killed by loser.
It's not fair. I didn't do anything wrong.
It should have been you instead. Alex?
No. What the hell? There are people out there. I told you to call it off. I saw the way they looked at me at the wake. They all think I let him die.
I do feel sorry for him, to be honest.
I know why you're lying.
Pretty sure it's that one. Hey, where's my mouse gone?
Typhon's forcing you to deny the call.
What the fuck?
Hmm. Don't take the fall.
I know you tried to stop it. They fucked up, not you. Stop lying for them!
You don't get it. This wasn't some accident. I told them you were down there, and they detonated anyway.
On purpose? Why?
I don't know. I swear. And then I get a message telling me to deny there was ever a call. You gotta believe me. Gabe and I, we didn't get along, but I didn't want him dead. And now Typhon's watching me. I mean, my girlfriend, she thinks I'm a murderer. My neighbors all hate me. I mean, what the fuck am I supposed to do?
Tell the truth. Truth is good.
I think I can calm him down, but does he deserve it?
Yes. Nah. No one deserves to be that panicked and scared.
Alright, Mac. Come on. You gotta calm down, okay? Dude. Stay with me. I know what it's like to be doubted. To have everyone think the worst of you. But the truth will come out. I'll make sure of it.
But Typhon...
If Typhon comes after you, they're gonna have to get through me too, okay?
Thanks. I actually feel a little better.
If he deserves it or not.
Yeah, well, you learn a thing or two hanging out with shrinks your whole life.
So... what are you gonna do now?
Don't leave Haven. I'm gonna get to the truth. Hey. Yeah, it's... Can we talk? Where are you? Okay.
Is it starting to lag up? It might be. Not too bad though.
You were right. About Typhon, about Mac.
Alex.
Mac got the call.
How do you know that?
He got the call and he lied about it.
Doesn't matter.
Someone is putting pressure on him to keep quiet. Someone from the mine, and...
It doesn't matter! I keep coming here and playing it back. But it always ends the same.
Ryan...
He's dead. He's really dead, Alex.
Anger is the hardest emotion, isn't it?
It was my fault. My job is to keep people safe. And I failed.
You saved Ethan, you saved me.
You saved Ethan. That kid is alive right now because of you.
She's wrong. I let her cross that log. I put Gabe in harm's way. I'm not a hero. I'm a coward. Worse than worthless.
I know what it's like to feel worthless and helpless. But we saved Ethan. And you saved me.
It doesn't matter. Gabe's dead. Because of me. Gabe, I'm so sorry.
Gabe would forgive you. Because Gabe would. But I think her forgiveness is perhaps more important.
I forgive you. How could I not?
Hey, it's yours. If it's lagging a lot, can
You're
you
not
please tell
alone.
me? And I'll change the streaming tool.
Whoa, hold on. There's a guy in a gorilla suit? Does he also jump off of the cliff and into the pool?
No, he chases a guy in a banana suit. That guy jumps off the cliff and into the pool.
Okay, I'm sorry. This is a Mexican restaurant?
Nominally. The food is, well, terrible. But it's Gabe's favorite place. I tell you, he's the oldest 12-year-old I know. Can I ask you something?
Of course.
You came up here to tell me that I was right about Mac. About him getting the call. How did you know?
There's something you should know about me. And it's gonna be easier to show you than to explain it. This is gonna seem sort of weird at first, then really weird. Do you trust me? Okay. Think of something sad. Like, breaks your heart sad. Really focus until you feel it. Gabe's laugh. You never made anyone laugh like him. You said you'll never hear it again.
Never a dull moment. The kinds of stuff we got up to.
Seems to be a new emotion for her.
Whatever it is you're thinking about right now, don't stop, okay? Keep going.
Okay.
What emotion is this?
Happiness? Yeah, I can see it starting to lag just a little. Please tell me if it's too bad. Like I said, I can swap the streaming tool.
Must be a good memory. I wonder if I can piece it together.
Ooh, are we piecing things together?
Gabe, Goose.
I see it. It'll move.
It's not moving.
It'll move.
Gabe!
Okay, they were doing the stupidest things apparently.
How deep you think?
Deeper than that. The Royal Canadian Mounted Police can spot a goose grave at 100 paces.
A goose grave.
The Mounties? Oh, come on, man.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
How long were you gonna let me dig?
I wasn't gonna stop you.
Oh, that's a lot of blood, huh?
Gabe, this is serious. Killing a Canadian goose
They
is a
hit the goose.
violation of
Oh
international
my god.
law.
Shut up. It is not.
They're Canadian geese, Gabe. Property of the crown.
The crown of...
Property of the crown, Gabe.
What do we do?
That's the car.
So, did you finish burying the goose or not? Okay, also, property of the crown? Really?
Well,
She did tell you
they
it was gonna
are
get weird.
technically protected under the Migratory Bird Treaty Act. How?
I told you it was weird. Basically, I'm some kind of superhero. We're sticking with what Gabe told us.
I guess I have this power. I can see other people's emotions. They show up like an aura, and if I get too close, I feel what they feel. As if I was feeling it myself. And when I focus, I can even understand why they're feeling it.
And that's what you just did with me? Whew.
Ooh,
Some kind
indeed.
of power. No kidding.
It's only ever been the bad emotions before. But that was pure joy.
Who else knows?
Gabe did. But now I guess just you.
He's putting huge trust in someone.
And that's how I know Mac's terrified of Typhon. He reported Gabe's call, and they ignored it. Now they're putting pressure on him to toe the line.
Okay, but why?
I don't know yet. Someone made the decision to let the blast go off. seems like finding out who would be a good start.
So, you're going after Typhon?
Mm-hmm.
You'll need help.
You don't have to.
You're stuck with me now.
Handshake or hug? I think hug is better. Hug is needed by both. I will go with hug. Yeah, you're being hugged. Hug back.
Welcome, I guess.
You deserve a hug for actually believing in what
Yeah.
you just said.
Thanks. Thank you.
No. Thank you.
This one's for you, Gabe. I miss you.
How do I say I love you the day I let you go? How do I change all of the pain into the joy? I won't hold on to this place without you.
I didn't speak this morning. I couldn't. Hearing everyone talk about him, about the life he had here with all of you, I lost the chance to have that. But even though I only had one day with him, he changed my life. I said I didn't know if I belonged here. He told me that home isn't something you find. It's something you build.
I know.
This place without you. I will let you fly.
I love you, Gabe.
will say goodbye. How do I say I miss all the ways you made me smile? How do I show
Hey, look. It's
that
that
I'll
emotion.
survive all of these trials? I won't hold on to
Apart from one person.
without you.
Why are you scared? She's glowing purple, which means she's scared. What is she scared of?
Let you fly. I will say goodbye.
Yeah. She was glowing a different color, which tells us that she's scared. Instead. There's very few people who actually left Mac to deal with stuff on his own. Also, Barry, was it very laggy or is it okay? I can swap from Streamlabs to OBS. I kind of want to test if Streamlabs managed. If not, I'll just swap it quickly before we continue. OBS apparently demands a lot less from my PC. That was sad though. Eleanor forgot about Gabe's death. More actually reminded her that it happened. Okay, that's good. That's good. And then it's doing okay. Charlotte didn't take Typhoon's money. Charlotte signed the agreement. Nobody has actually... Oh, so if you don't visit her, she will sign the agreement. Because you didn't visit. Well then. We did enjoy a quiet moment off the dock. We did clean up because it's so sad coming home to the dirty apartment. We put the album on the memory table. That was pretty... Oh, there's a photograph. And actually most didn't put anything on it. We did not look at the dartboard. Ah, there was a dartboard we could have looked at. Damn it. We chose to go by Alexandra in the LARP. A lot went by Alwyn, but I thought that was kind of his comic book character. Didn't know. Alex spent a moment sitting at the rooftop. We backed Ryan. We asked. So Ryan accepted Alex's forgiveness. Ryan was able to forgive himself. Alex offered Ryan Gabe's forgiveness. I wonder what that will do though. If you give them Gabe's forgiveness, can you do that? A lot of people gave a hug. We became football champion. We made Kravis the LARP boss. Well, 1% didn't actually go in the store. That's a bit more surprising. We helped the birdwatcher. A lot more people didn't help the birdwatcher. And we helped the sad dude find his dog. So, fairly well done then. Next chapter. I think it's chapter 5. We'll know soon. TM. No, chapter 3. Sorry. Chapter 3. Awkward silence.
You have a superpower?
Oh, wow.
You're both fucking with me, right?
Not fucking with you.
Do Ryan and I look like the fucking with you type? It's all true.
Fine. Then tell me what I'm feeling right now.
You're feeling disbelief.
You're actually a little annoyed. You feel hurt that we didn't tell you until now, whether it's true or not. You don't like being left out.
Creepy, isn't it?
Well, okay. Oh shit. The foosball game. You knew exactly what to do.
Busted. You needed it.
You needed to focus on the positive memories, not get lost in the sadness. I thought it would help.
It did. Just warn me next time, okay?
Deal.
Never thought I'd have a freaky empath friend. Pretty wild.
Imagine she's been hiding this part of her all the time.
Any sign of Diane today?
No. But she was in yesterday working on her laptop.
You said she was afraid of something around Gabe's death. If she's covering up what Typhon did, I bet there's proof.
I hope so. If she comes in today, let's be ready with a plan. In the meantime, I've got to finish my shift.
We're on it.
Plan time. Okay, what do we do then?
Time to earn a paycheck. I should clean the dirty dishes around the bar.
We'll do that, but first we're gonna have a look
I'm
at
not convinced
everything
this
again.
Is totally sanitary, but what do I know?
How do these birdwatching contests even work? Who's checking the sightings?
In your face, Ryan Lucan. I'm Birder of the Year, and your reign is finished.
Uh-oh. Better not tell Ryan I had a hand in that.
It's nicer that we see more of the bomber jacket.
Rad jacket. I'm guessing boss man.
The hell am I gonna do with a jacket that says Hell Divers on the back?
Jeez, I don't know, boss man. Maybe you could wear it, like the rest of us are gonna do.
You think I want to broadcast my affiliation with you jokers to the rest of the world? I got a reputation.
Helldivers, huh? Typhoon flyer. Integrity to our every core. It's time to change your life. Join the ever-growing ranks of the world leader excavation, mining, and distribution. Typhon Mining Company is hiring both field and office positions, including team managers and directors. We're looking to build a relationship with our communities. And that means giving you lifelong career opportunities that you won't find anywhere else. Benefits, competitive pay. 401k packages, I don't know what. Pay time of medical, dental, and vision. This is the United States, I see. Visit our website for more information. No. Wall of Shame.
Steph and Ryan, the newest inductees.
Gabe would be
proud.
Fun. Another mind flyer?
Not to be a single issue voter or anything, but fuck Typhon.
Yes, on LPM 39. Local ballot measure 36 would create hundreds of jobs in Haven Springs over the next 10 years. Keep Haven employed. I'm not sure I want to keep Haven employed with this ducky.
Hey, getting ready for the big LARP?
Oh, hey. Yeah. Trying. I hope we can get Ethan into it.
Sure we can.
Is everything okay?
Dust and daylight. Yeah. Don't worry. I'm sure he'll like it.
Is everything really okay?
I hope the LARP goes well. They deserve a little fun.
Yeah, I'm kind of addicted. It's a good game.
I'm so glad you like it.
I really do.
Poor Amelia.
On this side, Amelia Golson operated a bed and breakfast for 9 years, known for its beautiful rooftop garden. She died at the age of 32 of influenza. Though married shortly after her death, the identity of her husband remains a mystery. Bear.
Jed acts like he's in charge, but we all know who really calls the shots in here.
Are you sad for
It's
Ducky?
going to be a long night tonight. Always is. Same thing every year.
Tonight's the spring festival.
What?
I wonder what's wrong.
Why would you be sad about the spring festival? I'm just gonna check if anyone has anything.
I wish Riley never found out about my condition. She needs to focus on
she
her
found
future,
out.
not mine.
Riley found out? I wonder what this means for them.
Where are you?
girl from Rome. Gosh, I really miss that song. They used to play it in here all the time.
Weird. I've never heard it. Maybe Jed knows where it went?
We'll ask.
Hey, where do we keep unused jukebox CDs?
We don't. Everything we have is in the jukebox.
Cool. Just curious.
Hmm. Can we find it in here then? No, I don't remember what she sang that. Maybe Stephen Ryan knows though. Hmm. Maybe. Let's because she's the...
Hey, do you guys know a song that goes, "Where are you, girl from Rome"?
Holy shit. Blast from the past. Alabaster Daydreams.
She'd know.
My dad used to love that song. Gabe would put it on repeat just to mess with him. Got to the point where he couldn't stand to even hear it anymore.
So, what happened to it?
Eventually, Jed pulled it out of the jukebox and stashed it somewhere. You could ask him.
Secretly stashing stuff, huh?
Sweet. Thanks.
How rude. Jed.
Hey, boss. Do the words Alabaster Daydreams mean anything to you?
Oh, hell. Like brother, like sister, huh? Fine. Guess it's been long enough. It's back behind the bar someplace.
Back behind the bar someplace. Alright, is that? Not even someplace, like extremely obvious place. Huh. Heck. Jukebox.
All right, let's hear this infamous song.
Oh, come on. This is probably like first or something. Am I blind now? I can't see it. Which is kind of weird.
Sorry, Steph, but there can only be one jukebox hero.
Humphrey Creed. I can't put it in the jukebox. Why can't I put it in the jukebox? Did it work though?
Where are you?
No.
Girl from Rome.
Ryan Rage. Ryan Joy. Memories. How do you even know that? Because he's a big loser. Loser with a valid license. You guys are killing me. Did I pass with flying colors? the stuffiest town. I hear there is more than just my job to talk to you. I hear you, Mac. Don't worry, get some sleep. Easier said than done. Let's do it again.
Sorry, Steph, but there can
It's
only
so
be one.
strange. I did add it, but it doesn't show up. Or is it this one? Ah, duh. There we go. Hello, CK. Enjoy your lurk. Yeah, now it's
Alabaster Daydreams. That's it. How the hell?
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, how the hell? Now we'll have to ask Ducky why he's sad.
Hey, Ducky. Is everything okay?
Of course. I've never felt better.
Okay.
No, you're
It's
not.
gonna be a long night tonight. Always is. Same thing every year.
Poor Ducky. I wonder what's going on.
Apparently something he's not fond of talking about.
Ducky almost hustled me out of my first paycheck. Good thing Jed stepped in.
I think the next thing then is to...
The spring festival is nigh. Nigh, I say.
Maybe it's for some, I guess it's the bad memory. Well, let's start cleaning, see what happens. Stuff I was cleaning magically disappeared from my hands, which is kind of interesting. And we have Diane.
Hey, welcome. I'll be right with you. I better check in with Steph and Ryan.
Black Lantern, that's the closest last Tuesday every month from 8 AM to 11:30 to council business. How about you, Jed?
Did you trade out the quarters in the register yet?
All you, kid.
Okay, she's here. What's the plan?
Well, we have two plans actually. But we're still workshopping them.
Workshopping?
What does workshopping mean exactly?
It means Ryan won't admit that my plan is perfect. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. I asked Diane out on a date.
Wait, what?
And she's so into it. She doesn't notice one Ryan Lucan swiping her laptop. Ryan carries said laptop upstairs, acquiring damning evidence. Maybe Diane and I still hook up? Not important.
That's your plan? Oh my god, please tell me you have something better.
I do. Now to be clear, it's the same plan. Except, I'm the distraction.
Wow.
Look,
Good planning
Steph,
there.
I don't even think she's gay, alright? She's probably into the rugged mountain man type.
Like, oh, for fuck's sake.
All the transplants are.
Let's keep workshopping.
Okay, maybe these plans do need some more time.
What? It's a simple plan, literally 2 steps. You just need to choose the hotter distraction.
Okay, I'm not doing that.
You're the only tiebreaker we have.
Which one should distract Diane? It's not gonna work, I guess, either of them, but let Steph have some fun.
Let's go with Steph. Badass DJ? It's a no-brainer. Sorry, Ryan.
Fuck yes. In your face.
Yeah, that's fair.
Look, I appreciate the effort, but we don't even know if she has anything worth stealing yet. I'm just gonna try talking to her. Maybe I can get her worked up and read her emotions. I'll let you know if I need that distraction.
Good luck.
Your usual. Thanks, Alex.
Wow, that was on the edge too.
What's the best way to rile her up?
Help me for Gabe's sake. I think that it has to be the best one.
You know all I want is justice for my brother. Please. Help me.
Alex, I can assure you that Typhon is committed to a full and open investigation. We want to find those responsible and hold them accountable just as much as you do. That's the truth.
Fire.
She's got a great poker face, unlike Mac. But let's see what she's really feeling. Let me try and read her first.
Poor Gabe. No one deserves to die like that.
She's sad. If I keep her thinking about Gabe's death, maybe I can find out more. Oh, such a cute photo.
My niece and nephew. They're adorable.
Niece and nephew. Okay, wait. What's this sticker on her laptop?
William Bloom. Gabe loved him. I think he spent a whole year just listening to him.
Really? He had good taste. Surprised we never talked about it.
I bet you and Gabe threw back a lot of these together.
He was a great bartender. Made the long work days more bearable.
He's working a lot. Bear, cross, napkins.
I need to rile Diane up. Maybe asking about the right things could help. Are you joining in the LARP later? It's been so hard for Ethan. We're all hoping it will cheer him up.
I can't. Good luck, though. I'm sure he'll appreciate it.
Okay. Now I need to pick something that will push Diane's emotions over the edge.
Oh, well then. That's gonna have to do it. I think the plaque.
Look, I know you're not a bad person. But my brother is dead because of the choices you and Typhon made. How does that make you feel? I actually want to know.
Typhon is doing everything we can to address the situation. That's the truth. Okay?
Sadness. Lots and lots of sadness.
All right. That's the emotion I was looking for. Time to explore Diane's guilt about Gabe. Okay. Time to find out what Diane is really hiding.
Hello?
Miss Jacobs, it's Deputy Pike.
Pike, I'm sorry, but we're very busy at the moment.
There's been an accident.
What kind of accident? He came here looking for a better life, just like me. He's gone. I'm still here.
Wait. There's something else.
Can't get that, can we?
I can't undo what Typhon did, or the role I played. But at least I have everything I need to protect myself from them.
Holy shit. She must have evidence on the USB stick. Looks like I'll need a distraction after all.
She looks so ready for it.
Hey, Diane.
Oh, hey, Steph. How are you?
So, what's your deal?
I'm sorry?
Are you single? Semi-single? Taken, but still down to get drunk and make out?
Whoa. Was not expecting that at all. Am I blushing? I feel like I'm blushing.
Big time.
Yeah. I could see your cheeks from space.
Super. Real good look for me. I'm so flattered. I don't even know what to say.
Hey, no sweat. Just think about it. Get back to me. I'm not going anywhere.
See ya.
That's not suspicious at all, right?
Holy shit, that was epic! Totally insane!
My heart is pounding.
Steph, there's a very real chance that you awoke something in Diane.
Wouldn't be the first time.
Ah, that was hilarious. Kind of terrifying, but hilarious.
You guys, oh, that was hilarious. Oh my god. I hope this was worth it.
Guess that's the big question, huh?
Password protected. Guess I'm not surprised.
I'll bring this to Riley. See if she's willing to help. She's a whiz at computer stuff.
In the meantime, we have a LARP to do. grab your hat and meet me at the park. And don't forget your guitar, okay?
Keep the hat. Guitar, really?
Is the guitar really necessary?
What? How can you be a bard without a guitar? The bard's whole job is to musically regale people.
She's not wrong.
Well then, prepare to be regaled.
So, did you finish the thing?
Yeah, barely. It took me all night. I haven't carved like that in ages.
What was he carving?
All right, I need to grab my guitar and the hat. Wow. Typhon officially clears Typhon of any wrongdoing in death of local man at the hands of Typhon explosions.
First, I would like to provide a brief update regarding ongoing investigations of the death of Gabe Chan. Mr. Chan said officially ruled an accident. Yeah. Right. We'll be closed for regular business afternoon in order to participate in Steph Gingrich live action game. We'll see you all this evening at the park for the festival. Live action game? Live action role play, my friend. It's called LARP, Dad. I knew that. I was testing you. Good morning, Heaven Springs. The famous rose cart has been polished up and stocked with our finest. You can find it in the park at sundown. Pick one up and present it to your spring festival sweetheart. Man, nobody's ever given me a rose at Spring Festival. Don't worry, nobody's ever giving Ryan one either. Har har. We'll see who's laughing tonight. Me? At you. Yeah, probably. Dude, it's no fun picking at you when you're just gonna admit defeat. LARP volunteers. Some of you still haven't synced up with me about your characters. Cutting a little close here, buds. To Stephanie, I've written an extensive backstory for my characters, in part by the sections of Wu Cheng En's journey to the west. However, whenever I include the application, I receive an error message to the effect that I've exceeded the character limits. Thoughts? Well, I know what I'm going to do in my afternoon. Can you drop off a copy at the shop? On my way. Ducky making like the longest. Reminder to all Haven residents that Typhoon Mining will be setting off charges tonight. Again? Ugh. Don't like it. You guys are killing me. The plan is to go distract.
Ducky's gift to me for finding his booze. It's, it's a unique expression of gratitude.
Well, true. Gummies? Gummies.
Wish I'd taken Steph's advice. Ugh.
I'll eat one of these at a time. Okay. I wonder why.
Steph, I will murder you.
Alex, Steph told me you'll be willing to play at our next open mic night. I wager it will really help loosen folks up. Break the ice. Can you make it? You're being pushed into playing. To-do list.
We're one step closer now.
Well, that's a long to-do list. Radio poll?
I feel like I kept the hat in here. Only one.
Let's see. Did we keep the hat?
Huh. There it is.
Robot? Key.
Oh, hi there. Now what do you unlock?
That's a good question.
Half person, half dump truck? I feel you.
Feather boa?
Yeah. I don't need to know what that was for. Steph knows how to LARP on a budget. I hope Ethan likes it. Oh shit. The feather on the hat must have fallen off. Maybe I can find it.
Give us a feather. Ooh.
Gabe's last effects from the coroner. Pike dropped it off a few days ago. Guess I've been avoiding looking through it. Okay.
Superhero
You
wallet.
can take the kid out of juvie.
But not juvie out of the kid, huh? Keys.
Oh.
You're hot, hurry up and finish your shift.
One match left. I don't know why, but this must have been really special to Gabe.
It says don't give up.
Never know when you'll need a light. I'm not giving up yet, Gabe. I better find that feather. Steph is a stickler for details. I haven't beat Steph a single time. This feather separates the busker...
The bard. Hello, little feather. Come to mama.
Okay, just need to grab my guitar now.
And have a peek at everything else that's probably changed. Oh, would you look at that?
Maybe that key will finally reveal your secrets.
Yes.
This must have been Gabe's.
Makeshift right list. Find Alex. Find owner of stolen Chevy. Greenbirch Jet for free rent. Return Ernesto's Walkman. Donate to Laura's detention center. New bong for Kevin. Apologize to Zoe. Apologize to Iron. Tell him you like his remixes.
That's a long list.
Apologize to Oscar. Apologize to Guy from the mall. Right. Thank you letter to Lenny. Mail check to Mrs. Franks for the broken window. She moved to Maryland. Track her down. Forgive Dad. Well, he hadn't gotten that far yet.
Wow, Gabe. Still finding ways to break my heart, huh? Wow. Steph is a rock star for putting this together. Ethan is gonna flip.
Welcome, travelers. Today, Taynor the Monster Slayer visits the troubled Stoneborn, capital of Kalms. Can he dispatch the ravenous monster horde and save the kingdom? We will see, won't we? Alexandra, half-elf bard. Untuned chord, 1 damage. Healing serenade and stirring hymn. Taynor, of course, our hero. And that's Stoneborn, the capital city of Kalms. River of Sorrows. Danger, swamp troll. His Majesty's Summer Castle. Direwolf Den. Gullwether's Tavern. The Magpie Emporium. She's done really well with that yet. Shoo shoo. I mean, do you have many clothing to choose from? Apparently not all that much. We'll take that one. Shoo shoo.
A dire rat joined your party.
I wonder if there's anything new upstairs. I don't think so, but I'm a stickler for going upstairs anyway. Here's the third chair here now. I think we would need to water the poor plants. Or are they overwatered?
Yikes. This garden is looking gnarly.
Maybe it's too much water? Or, you know, it needs a little bit of love and attention.
I haven't played for anyone else in years. That was a good night.
We've moved the putting green.
So far, Ryan is the only one that uses this. Maybe I should just gift it to him.
Let's at least make his garden look a little bit better, right? Before we go. No, now I feel like I should clean up that instead.
Ugh, not much better. Maybe I can clean you up a bit.
Guess we kind of need to know what we're doing if we're supposed to be the garden.
Look, man, if you want to live here, you need to do your own dishes.
Like, is there like anywhere we can clean? Can't take this one. And there's no options to help out this side. And no option to sit down or dangle feet anywhere. I think. Nope. But this is like, if I had this view, I would use my veranda a lot. I mean, who wouldn't? Okay, I can't find anything else here, so let's go back downstairs. Just leave the mess on the patio there. It's time to LARP. Actually, it's time to go get our guitar. Then it's time to LARP.
My weapon of choice.
There we go. One bard.
Alex the Bard, ready to serve. Time to head out.
Time to head out. Alex the Bard.
One day, I'll stop being a freeloader. For now, I'm just grateful.
Jed seems like an extremely nice fellow, though.
Hey.
I don't need, like, cheering up or whatever.
Okay. So, maybe this wasn't the most subtle idea, but...
Do it for me. Do it for Steph. Ooh, pretty bird. Do it for Gabe. Nah. Let's say do it for me.
I'd be pretty bummed if I didn't get to play my first LARP with you.
I do want to do this. It's just... Everyone's been working so hard. And if I'm not happy, they'll all be disappointed.
Must be weird having a bunch of adults pressuring you to dress up in a costume and act like you're having fun.
Yeah, especially my mom. She always looks so sad. 'Cause I'm like bummed out. But I can't just pretend.
You don't?
So, don't pretend. Just be yourself. Or yourself with a foam sword and a funny hat.
But what if I'm still, you know, not having fun?
Then don't. That's fine too. No one will be disappointed in you for being you.
All right. But I don't want to do it alone. You have to help me.
Of course.
Thanor, the Monster Slayer! Thanks to the gods and all the heavens you've come. I am in desperate need of a great hero. Could you be the one? Please, tell me of your exploits.
There's a bunch of stuff. Maybe my bard can sing something about me.
Oh. Sure.
The ancient kraken.
A kraken ate a city every year until it died on Thanor's spear.
My goodness. You must be Thanor's bard, Alexandra, whose songs have magical powers.
Yes, yes, we are.
It sounds like you are exactly the heroes I need. My name is King Tabor. The age of monsters has come upon my kingdom. Horrible creatures stalk the streets. My people live in constant fear. But there's hope. An ancient prophecy describes 3 mysterious gems, known as soul jewels, that can save us all. I need you to go search the kingdom, survive whatever's out there, and bring me back those jewels. Do you understand?
Yeah. Yes.
Good. Then you must go, now. My people are counting on you.
It's fitting that he's the king, though.
Should we start with the main road?
Okay.
Time to find some jewels.
We are open and have lots of floral needs in the ramp up to spring. Attention monster hunters. This appears to be the result of some extra-dimensional rift opening up, spilling into the universe flores in our world. The Magpie Emporium will investigate.
This is kind of exciting.
That's good. And where are we going, I wonder?
How do we know where to look?
I think we don't know. It's a true adventure.
Oh.
Oh, flowers. Yeah, I would imagine if we know, it would be boring, right? Okay.
What do you think the jewels are for?
Magical ritual.
Maybe some kind of magic ritual that protects the whole kingdom.
Does King Tabor know magic?
I guess we'll find out.
Hello.
Wow. Hard to see that in the grass.
What did you just find?
A gold coin.
Do you think there's more of them?
I don't know. Let's keep looking.
Yes. Gold coins, eh? We're gonna be rich.
Okay. It's a wolf.
A dire wolf.
Shit, what do we do?
I think we have to fight it.
Yeah, bit battle music and everything. Oh my god. And Ethan. Burning blade.
Burning blade! 1 damage. And you're on fire for the next 2 turns.
What did we do then? Do we have...
Untuned cord. 1 damage.
Ah! 2 damage.
Cheating.
I'm still on fire.
We don't see his health though. Okay, if we have magic, if we do stirring him.
Stirring him. Double Thanor's next attack.
We have to play like a bard.
Burning blade. 2 damage, and you're on fire for the next 2 turns.
Oh, he's down. Oh, look, loot. Ah, they've done this well.
Oh, cool. I learned a magic attack.
1 damage to allies? Better be nice to Thanor.
3 damage to enemies, 1 damage to ally can be used only once per battle. I like that they've put this much into it though.
Let's keep going.
He was afraid he wouldn't have fun, huh?
What do you think this key is for?
Maybe it unlocks something in one of these stores.
Ooh.
Huh. Did Ethan drop this?
I swung over the top once.
No way. Prove it. I'll give you $1 if you can.
I did! I don't have to prove it. I'm gonna tell my mom you called me a liar.
Dire wolf corpse.
Do it, dude. I dare you.
This is actually really fun.
I know, right?
Annoy.
How do we know for sure it's dead? Should we tickle it?
Stop it. Be serious.
Oh, okay. We'll leave the dire wolf corpse alone. Those look oddly normal for being in... Well, at least these guys fit. I mean, they look like they're part of it. The creepy trees.
Aren't I supposed to be the one teaching you how to throw? You'd have to be athletic to do that.
Looks like the Black Lantern is part of the LARP.
Did they change the sign? Yeah, they did. Ooh, there's blood there. That's not good.
I would gladly work at a place called Gullweather's Tavern.
Yeah, me too. Me too. Blood.
Whoa. What's that about?
I just haven't slept, you know? Every time I close my eyes, my brain pulls up all these thoughts, these regrets. So I just lie there, crying and feeling like a horrible person.
You mentioned regrets. Can you drill down on that?
Oh, I'm sorry
What is
you.
it that you regret?
I don't know.
Well,
I'm not sure of anything right now.
we talked to Mac. Mac told us that he did get the call, but he's pressured by Typhon to... Hello? We're gonna have to talk to him. Typhon, because they... but they didn't want him to do... Or want to... They asked him to say that he didn't get the call. We've told Ryan and Jess... No, Jess. You Jess. Jess, isn't Jess here? Yeah. Steph about our powers. And now we're having a LARP to make Ethan feel better, and apparently we have a jester. And we learned a happy emotion. Look.
I can't remember the last time I had this much fun.
That makes two of us.
Do we do the riddle? Let's do a riddle.
Hey, let's hear your riddle.
There are 3, it is said, heroes long dead, fashioned into soul jewels, blue, violet, red. What are their names? Do not be misled.
Looks like the Black Lantern is part of the LARP. Maybe we can look for some clues.
Mm-hmm. Let's look for some clues. Maybe we have some clues in our little inn there. There's blood on its way to this. I think we need clues to answer that riddle, so we're gonna have a peek. What's it say over there? Take heed. It's believed that a swamp troll has taken residence below the eastern bridge. Use extreme caution when crossing, or better yet, don't. Into Gulbadur's tavern we go.
Yeah. Let's go in.
We're on Thanor's grand adventure. Well,
what happened here?
Lovely.
Fellow survivors, I see.
Are you the bartender here?
Nope. Monster ate all of the staff. We'll have to serve ourselves.
Do you know what this key is for?
Belonged to Barry, the tavern keeper. That's his leg over there.
Oh.
Ew.
So, if you want to try all of the locks, I'm sure he won't stop you.
Let's see what we can find around here.
It's probably, apart from bodies, tankards.
Steph really went all out in here.
Yeah. No music in the jukebox.
I think I checked all the compartments.
Did you find anything though? Just gonna peek around. Bloody leg. Lovely.
This kingdom has serious problems.
Lord Kravis. Can't say that. Sir Howl of the Gravelton. Gorham. Dank Breath. Dank Breath?
Oh gosh. I think Ducky dropped this.
The 13th quinquennial meeting of the Daegu Biscuit Boys is hereby called to order. I'm sorry to announce that all 6 of us remain upright and above ground.
First point of order. Ducky, if you had to guess, though, about how much longer you fixing to live?
Just long enough to collect, Gordon, and not a minute longer. I'll crawl graveward with your shares clutched in my stiffening fingers. You mark my words.
Enter to scroll.
Here we go.
Ooh.
This probably has the answer to that riddle.
There we have it. The legend of the soul jewels. Long ago it is... I can't read that. Sorry. Long ago it said that unspeakable terrors reigned even in daylight. 4 heroes faced the great shadow on the Killen shores. For days the battle raged until powers of the great shadow overwhelmed the 4 heroes, pushing them to the brink of death. There, among the waves stained with blood, 3 of the heroes gave their lives, calling upon an ancient spell that pulled the souls from their bodies and fashioned them into 3 stones of immeasurable power. From Nira the Berserker, strongest of the 4, came the soul Ruby. From Desus, the cleric, weaver of stories, came the soul Sapphire. From Balin, the illusionist, keeper of the old books, came the soul Amethyst. With all 3 soul jewels in hand, the 4th hero took up their sword and struck down the great shadow, piercing it with light. Then, weary and bloodied from battle, the 4th hero hid the jewels away and wandered into the deep wilds of Revan, never to be seen again. Found it. Yes. Monster Encyclopedia? Jesus.
Steph thought of everything. She's amazing at this.
She really is good. Letter. You were busy?
I doubt it. We were probably talking to King Tabor when it happened. Guess Lawrence is gonna need a new business advisor.
Dear Lawrence, I recommend the advice I gave you when we last dined together. There's no need to sell your business. I am confident the Age of Monsters will soon come to an end. I have the good authority that His Majesty call for heroes was answered by no other than Thanor, the legendary monster Didn't get far. And yes, trolls are under the bridge, not under the dungeons. We're all doomed. Gabe's black. Oh, coin. I see coin. Yep, more gold. 3 gold and a key. Sheet music.
What happened to the rest of the music?
Hypnotic fugu. We'll take it. We are learning a new spell. Yes.
What happened to the rest of the music?
There's more spells to learn. Is my guess. Okay, let's go speak to Thanor, Monster Slayer. Ooh, advertisements.
House Bard. Sorry, Steph. Alexandra is pretty happy with her current gig.
Excellent compensation. No, I haven't, but I know people who have. All sorts for sale. See Ewan the blacksmith. Repel monster with a secret blend of herbs. Only 4 gold coins for the recipe. Meet behind Gullwether's Monday night at midnight. It didn't work at all, you hack. Anyone else been hearing spooky sounds around the castle? Yes? No? Aw, you wish. Bloody leg music box. Sorry, I'm very curious.
So gorgeous.
Where's
Where does Steph get all this stuff?
Okay, I want one.
Thanor! Did you see this?
That's got to be it!
Yes. Music box.
It's one of the jewels!
Nice. Nice.
One down, 2 to go.
That wasn't so bad, right? Now I feel more confident we can find the others.
Glad you finally believe in us.
In retrospect, this is so obviously a decoy.
Yeah, it's a decoy. Old gnome, are you happy, old gnome?
I'm a genius for convincing Steph that my character should be alone behind the bar.
Oh,
All
Ducky.
the drinks I want.
Not sure how I feel about that.
Yes?
About that ale.
I see you've poured yourself some ale.
Ned will hear on the hair of this.
I heard Barry the Tavern Keeper has a son, Ned, who's very observant.
So, Barry's like 100 years old?
How did you survive?
How did you survive the attack?
Well, I'm not proud of it, but I tripped an elderly woman. She had it coming. Stingy dish wench.
Want to tell him about our quest?
We're on a quest to end the Age of Monsters. So you won't have to live in fear anymore.
Are you now? Let me give you something that you may find useful.
Well,
Thanks. I'm gonna go ahead and guess we'll be meeting a snake.
Ophidian chime. Instrument requires bard. Snakes within hearing must fall asleep. Something tells me, yes, we will be meeting snakes. New dialogue unlocked.
We're gonna keep looking around.
Good luck.
The old gnome is just happy he can drink. I wanna check again with the old gnome.
I was having such a quiet morning. Alex is right. But I was just trying to have a little fun.
Gotta pace out that fun, Ducky.
I was having such a quiet morning.
I think we found everything here though. Wanted poster, Badfoot, advertisement, coins in the corner, Gabe's back. I don't think we need to watch that now.
I want to focus on Ethan right now.
So this after we found everything here. We checked everything here, even the spooky old arm. Bear. Does Bear have anything new to tell us apart from being bloodied?
That better be washable.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I think we checked it all. I have a question for you. First of all, yeah, like I said, if it starts to lag, just tell me. I can swap to a different thing. And the cat rolling pin?
I actually feel bad for that person.
If there was a monster and you only had your guitar, would you smash their head with it? Be honest.
Yes.
Of course I would.
Are you sure?
That's good, that's good.
Yes.
I'll believe
Do
it
you
when I
want the
see
cat
it.
cam or is this fine the way it is? The cat just entered the bed. Before we leave Heathen. Yes, we read that.
We're gonna have to deal with this, aren't we?
Oh yes, we are. I think that's
Did you
like the
see this
end boss.
warning?
That's a bad situation. Trolls are ruthless.
Well, I'll leave it for now then. Do not. You're okay with Kitty or okay without Kitty? If I put a Kitty on, we'll lose part of the screen, but Boss Cat. Boss Cat, I know. We'll put Boss Cat on.
check out what I found in that chest.
He's being all cute. Scroll of Nimbleness. +1 to dodge. You and your allies will dodge the next attack. We'll just be quiet for a little. One boss cat. Knee deep in Phasmo, eh? We're not surprised. Have a kitty. A boss cat. Well, that's gonna be handy, isn't it?
Nice work, Thanor.
Are you still checking things then, Barry? Let's go answer this dude. Some episodes where everyone on Main Street is dressed up like Renaissance Festival threw up on them. The Age of Monsters has descended upon our fair hamlet. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Listen not, sir, for those who are telling to abandon hope, for great hero Thanor has arrived at our gates. What does this mean? I just want to get some ice cream. Direwolf. Oh. Ryan, is that you?
There was some really interesting stuff in there.
Huh. Tell me what you find later then. Let's see, what was the question?
Can we hear that riddle again, please?
There are 3, it is said, heroes long dead, fashioned into soul jewels, blue, violet, red. What are their names? Do not be misled.
Do you remember their names?
Ready to answer? I'll say it once more. There are 3, it is said, heroes long dead, fashioned into soul jewels, blue, violet, red. What are their names?
If you remember?
Do not be misled.
Nira.
Their names are...
Days. And Billing.
The answer is Nira, Dacis, and Belen.
You solved the riddle you've been told. Your prize? A useful hint. Behold. To bribe that deadly troll of old, you have to pay 4 coins of gold.
So we can pay
4
it.
coins. Got it.
Sapphire, amethyst, and ruby.
There's more. Because you solved my verse, you may take 1 gold from my purse.
Ooh.
I wish we could go back to the tavern when it's full of people.
Thanks.
Well, we have 4 coins of gold. Onwards we go, I guess. Not everyone is in on that, but at least a few are. The bard and her helper are on the show. General store.
Did you say she stole your crochet needles?
Oh god. Oh, scroll.
Hey, kid. You responsible for that massacre in the Black Lantern?
Of course not.
We're the good guys.
Right.
I'll be taking that.
Scroll of advantage. You and your allies gain an extra turn. May only be used once.
Another magic scroll.
Nice.
We're so checking for more magic scrolls. We're gonna have to check for more scrolls now, aren't we? Randomly placed scrolls. I like how the music is different as well. It's like an adventure sound now. I could find in an RPG. Any scrolls? Any scrolls?
I bet there's something fun in the record store.
Most likely, yeah. But no one.
Could there be something down the alley?
Most likely, alleys often have something. Oh, look, look, I see something. Any scrolls? No. This looks peculiar.
Why is my dead lover talking? Shh, they're here.
No shit.
Woe is me. Woe is me. Behold, my love has been slain by yonder river monster.
Where?
Just down the... yonder... alley. Near the river. Alas, alas.
They're trying.
Wow. That actually felt really sad.
Oh.
Yeah, right? I would definitely miss you.
Where's it? Oh, river monster time.
Some kind of snake?
I guess.
I don't know if it's a snake. We have a bell that will make any snake fall asleep.
Do we have to fight it?
Why wouldn't we?
It's cute. Doesn't deserve it. It's cute.
I mean, it's kind of cute, isn't it?
What are you talking about? It's gonna attack. What do you want to do?
Bell. Of course.
Ophidian chime. Snakes within hearing must fall asleep.
Pretend that's a low sound. Snake's ears are internal, so they can't hear.
Go to bed, Snake.
Nice.
And now we have Sir Hiss. For everyone who's seen
More
that
loot.
one. More loot.
All right, let's make some ears bleed.
Class Bard. Horrid disharmony. Type attack. Effect 3 damage. May be used only once per battle.
Wait. What's that?
Oh, hello. Second stone.
It's like a dragon scale or something.
There's a dragon scale.
Maybe it's got magical powers. Let's hang on to it.
Dragon scales always have magical powers. We know this.
That was so smart of you to use the bell.
It worked out, didn't it?
Oh, sheet music.
Can't wait to transfix some monsters with my sweet hypnotic jams.
Well, that's where the rest of it was, huh? Wait. Where are we now? I'm a bit lost. No extra scrolls hiding? No? No.
Did you actually think the snake was cute?
Don't worry about
Let's
it.
move on from this, huh?
I feel like there's something you're not telling me.
Beware, river monster.
Okay. We handled the river serpent.
Thank you, adventurers.
But you should probably clean up that body.
Mm-hmm. Ah, is this something fun? No. Sign.
Come on. Monster abundances are when you need apothecaries the most.
Due to unfortunate abundance of monsters, the apothecary remains closed until further notice.
Aw,
Disappointed?
I thought I would finally get to go in.
Sneaky. Let's just check for anything more. Scroll. Ah, haha, look. Scroll. Yoink. Scroll of Healing restores you and your allies to full health, removes all negative status effects, poison, stun, etc. May only be used once.
Found a scroll?
Yep.
Yeah.
Very nice.
I bet there's something fun in the record store.
Oh yeah, we're going there. We're just gonna check for more scrolls first. Very, very swiftly.
I bet there's something fun in the record store.
Okay. Fine. Sorry. Blacksmith?
These so-called heroes.
I bet there's something fun in the record store.
Is the blacksmith inside the record store?
No one appreciates my fine work.
Oh, oh look, there's the blacksmith.
Oh there! I hear you've dealt with the river Serpent, huh? More than just talk, are you? Bah! What a thankless life. Being a smith in the age of monsters.
Whoa. He's really into this. Everything okay? You seem pretty, grumpy.
Aw.
I've forgotten the damn components of sun silver. Don't suppose you know the composition?
No.
If we find out, we'll tell you.
We'll have to find out then.
I won't hold my breath.
Aw. Grumpy. Magpie Emporium.
I'm guessing this is
Please knock twice.
a fancy art gallery. Wait, no. A pet shop.
Well, first we go to Steph, right? But we can't. It says it's closed. Oh, ugh. Wrong shop. Says to knock twice.
Go for it.
Monster or mortal?
Mortal.
Come in.
Monster or mortal? Mortal. Any monster would lie at that. Come on. I mean, what monster would answer that truthfully? Think about it. Unbetrothed.
Sorry about the lock. These are dangerous times. Welcome to the Magpie Emporium.
Oh. So, this is like a magic shop.
He's really gone all out.
I'm gonna take a look around a bit, okay?
Wow.
Okay.
Let's see what Steph's done to the place. I'd like to try one of those bard instruments, please.
You'll...
Oh, hey. Sun silver.
Iron.
We should tell that blacksmith.
Goblin or firepower powder. Let's try and remember that for more than 3 seconds.
When Alex said I'm hot, did she mean it? Or was she just messing around?
Never seen Steph feel this way before. Maybe I could reassure her. She's always so confident. Holy shit. Steph looks fantastic.
No,
Steph
that's the
looks
same. That was the
fantastic.
same one. Business license. Oh, come on,
Steph
don't do
looks
that.
Fantastic.
Yeah. She looks fantastic.
That's not ominous at all.
The Sorcerer Guild hereby authorizes the Magpie Emporium to buy and sell items with magical properties. The guild assumes no responsibility for the consequences. Tapestry. Wow.
He's forging the Sky Sword of Power.
Nice.
Oh, yeah?
One day, Thanor's gonna find it.
Cool. Valkyrie's dish, huh?
Dude, I hear you, but a combat-based system with no social mechanics is like my fucking nightmare. Are you...
Meow.
Hey, Precious. Where did you come from? Are you the one I've been hearing in the walls?
A wall cat?
Smartass, there's a cat outside the shop. Dude, I don't know. She doesn't have a collar. Yeah?
I guess some heroes are into bards with flashy guitars.
Well,
I'm
they
glad
believe to be
Thanor
the
has
instrument
better
of
taste.
Fleet Silvertongue, Bard of Champions and Savior of Prince Clardarin? J? Priceless or best offer. Hey, Valkyrie.
Warning. Cat is cursed.
Do not pet.
Do not pet. Yeah, no need to warn me.
Tarot cards. Seeking
Seeking
insight.
insight? Draw a card. Huh.
Hey, Venus Toys. I'm good. How are you doing? Let's draw a card. Sorry.
What do I want insight about?
People. Me.
What?
The Lovers. A card necessary choices. A card of necessary choices, equal temptations, and divergent paths. Things. Haven.
Yikes.
Death. Oh, I. People.
Is that true for Ryan?
A card of
I hope so.
inspiration, optimism, and hope for the future. Let's do stuff then. The Hanged Woman?
Really?
Oh, I'm sorry. We played it Saturday? Because I was home most of the day and I wanted to watch you stream in the evening, so I streamed it in daytime. And I had to play more today. A card of self-surrender, fates accepted and unknown embraced. Yeah, watch the pod. My power.
You were right, Gabe. I'm a superhero.
A card of determination, focus, and sculpting of one's own destiny. Oh, definitely. Cat decided nope. Typhoon.
Holy shit.
The devil.
Too real.
Card of power and domination, and the pursuit of same. I think we're out of stuff. This is chapter 3. We're currently LARPing. I'll just turn Boss Cat off again. Since he decided he didn't want to be here anyway. That's the wrong button. Nope. No. So we're currently LARPing our way through Golems.
Golems. Animation fee not included. Oh, Steph.
Well,
that actually looks legit.
We're currently helping Thanor make his day a little bit better. Recording.
As a classically trained bard, I gotta say, this music's not bad.
Advertisement. Okay, I think we've looked. Magical wares. Look.
I bet we're supposed to buy something here.
Maybe.
The streets used to be full of people. The streets used to be full of people.
Okay. Wait, is that the Soul Sapphire? It is, isn't it?
The Soul Sapphire's right there. For sale.
Is that real though?
Why is this 10,000 gold?
Was I too generous? It was originally 20,000, but...
No, I meant... Never mind.
Maybe...
Would you consider giving us that sapphire?
For my hand in marriage? I would be sneaky, but hey.
In exchange for something far more valuable. My hand. In marriage. And all of its associated benefits. And you should know, I wouldn't offer if I didn't mean it.
I mean...
Oh, man. This just got real.
I'd be lying if I said I wasn't intrigued. But I'm afraid I can't accept. For now.
We need the sapphire right away. It's for a quest to end the age of monsters.
I've heard there's a magical fish that lives in the River of Sorrows. Bring me back one of its scales, and I'll give you the sapphire in return.
Did that. Look at the smirks. I love this part. It's fun.
One magic fish scale.
Impressive. Well, then here's my end of the bargain.
Soul Sapphire, that's 2 down.
Only one more jewel left.
Getting there.
I think we have enough scrolls, honestly. Troll dust.
Very friendly troll. Now that I'd like to see.
1 pinch per troll.
So there's definitely a troll at the Eastern Bridge.
Do you think we can beat a troll?
Yes.
Probably.
No, I think we can beat a troll. Besides, we can just pay it off. Oh yeah, look at this. We have now put in our new spells. I think that is so cool. And that's our map. Swamp Troll. Oh, let's check this again, because I have no memory.
How does Steph come up with all these names?
Iron, Goblin Ore, Fire Powder. Now we can help him.
Hey, we found the components of Sun Silver.
It's iron, goblin ore, and fire powder.
Praise the gods. Of course. How could I forget? Why
We've
don't you
definitely earned that.
kindness? I've no need of it.
You can take one scroll then. Scroll of advantage. You and your allies get an extra turn. May only be used once.
Got another scroll.
Nice.
Cool.
See then, time to go bribe a troll, I guess.
Life without the monsters.
Where? How about you? I guess you're not part of all this.
1, 2, 3. I control me.
1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3. I.
The most
control
casual
me.
blacksmith
I
you've
wonder
ever
how
seen.
Riley's doing with the USB.
Yeah. And the flower shop. I don't think we. I think that's just normal.
Such a gorgeous day. I wish I used it better.
Can I recommend LARPing?
No, they weren't in that. She just opened it. I don't think we should go in and scare her. I mean, we did find out the last episode
I wonder
that
what we'll find
he
at the Bridge of
had
Flowers.
Bridge of Flowers. Wait, where did the kid go? What? Why is he all the way up here?
Listen here. Since you two already defeated the serpent, maybe you can handle the troll around the bridge.
I've killed plenty of trolls in my day. Let's go.
Yeah. You wanna come with me now then? I think he's stuck up there. We're just gonna have to go book a troll. And how many guesses to who's the troll, right? I'm gonna guess it's the wolf and the snake. They're LARPing because. Yes.
Oh shit! Troll! Incoming!
He's got a soul jewel right there.
Oh, you like my belt? It's made of human skin.
What do you think we should do?
How about some gold in exchange for your ruby?
You've got my attention. How much?
3. Let's try with
3 gold.
That's it? I'll smash you to bits.
Guess we're gonna fight him instead then? Yep. This has fight music. Yeah, it's listen to this. But it's basically Ethan has been super depressed since Gabe died, and this is their way of trying to make him happy again. So almost the entire town is in on a LARP. Alex, magic.
Stirring him.
This
Double
is just so
Feanor's
fun.
next attack.
Ethan. Fire blast.
Fire blast! 6 damage to you! 2 to her.
Sorry.
Ow.
Worth it.
Throwing rock. 2 damage.
This is just fun. Healing Serenade.
Healing Serenade. +1 health to us.
They've had a lot of fun making this, I'm sure of it.
Burning blade! 1 damage. And you're on fire for the next 2 turns.
Throwing rock. 2 damage. Ah! I'm still on fire.
Yeah, don't say. Horrid disharmony.
Horrid disharmony. 3 damage.
Huh. 2 damage.
Stunning punch.
Ah! Stunned.
Aw.
Ah, I'm still on fire.
She's still stunned though, so.
Burning blade.
Because his fire should fall
1
off.
damage. And you're on fire for the next 2 turns.
We win. Yes. Bye bye, Mr. Troll. Bye. That's our 3 jewels.
Here. Look what else I got.
New skill acquired. Class Warrior Strike of Wrath. Type. Attack 3 damage. May only be used once per battle.
We've got all 3. We can go back to the king now.
Yep, that's definitely Ryan.
Yeah. Does anyone know how long this play thing game? There's still time to sign up. It looks super fun. Enjoy it. Oh, bummer. Maybe next time.
Shit. That didn't take long.
Direwolf. Oh, his troll. Anyone know what his troll sounds like? Cool. I think in general the town is having a lot of fun with it. I'm having a lot of fun with it. Get defeated. I think it's time to head back to the king then, with all our soul gems.
I wonder how Riley's doing with the USB.
It kind of makes you see the fun in the idea of LARP. At least I think so. Time to go to the king with our findings. Like a little bit of a light moment in what's been a very sad time, really. And I love that they update our character sheets. Like if you do this... Oh, wrong button. And if you look at Thanor, he now has Strike of Wrath, 3 damage. You know, it's important to put in all of your spells. Oh, scroll. I see a scroll. Scroll of Nimbleness +1 dodge. You and our allies will dodge the next attack.
We're like master scroll seekers.
Oh, yes. We are awesome. The Bard and Companion. The best scroll seekers in the universe. Ish. Oh, well, that's not a road. Really? Thought we came from up there. Yeah, we didn't. Ah, here it is. There's our dollar from earlier. Oh, wow.
Oh my god. It's my mom.
Thanor, the monster slayer, you've come at last. Do you remember me from your past adventures?
You're Netheria, the forest spirit.
You have done well on your quest. The forest notices. She offers a treasure for you to claim. Look, there.
What is that?
Even Mom is in on it.
The Sky Sword.
Mm-hmm.
It's the Sky Sword of Power. It's exactly the same as I drew in the comics. It's got the pincer and the same grip.
I think I know who carved that.
And it's got this part for the jewels. How do they do it? Can I really take it?
It was your gift. Use it for good.
Promise me you'll only use it for good. Helping others and stuff like that.
Okay.
He's having fun. Put all the gems in. Nice. Ta-da! Oh yeah. Feeling of joy. That's the color of joy, by the way. And he's kind of filling everyone with it. And now you get to see how he sees things. This is cool. Look at that. The imagination of a child, right?
Bard, a song, if you please.
The prophecy is fulfilled at last. Now Feanor's might is unsurpassed.
But we need the final boss. Of course it is. Kravis.
I'll take that sword now, and the jewels.
Kravius,
Hi.
Lord of the Underworld. I should have known King Tabor was you all along.
You fools! You have collected the jewels I need and brought them right to me!
We've gotten this far. We can beat him.
Time for
Them to
fight.
me!
Boss battle music. Yes. Oh wow. Oh my god. Okay. How do I actually use things though? I don't know how to use things. I would like to understand that, but I don't. Aha! Enter. Cute sound. Let's use Scroll of Advantage.
Scroll of Advantage.
Ooh, fancy. We now suddenly are keyboard people.
Stirring him.
This is too much fun.
Strike
Snake of Wrath!
I think we need a scroll of healing.
Stirring him.
You're a bard after all.
Burning Blade!
Curse this fire!
Ow, hit hard.
Horrid Disharmony.
Shield of Courage!
I have to see what everything is, I'm curious. Haha.
Curse this fire!
Healing Serenade.
Very fancy.
I summon the fury of hell!
Oh my.
Death to all who defy me!
Stirring him.
Burning Blade!
Curse this fire!
Still fairly good.
Scroll of Nimbleness.
Fire Blast!
Oh wow, we win. Hey Idris. We beat the end boss. Curse this fire.
We did it!
I can't believe what just happened.
It is epic.
That last fight was epic.
Yeah, but the best part was finding...
Ugh, great. Oh, shitty.
Shit.
Gabe's dead. Gabe's dead because of me.
No.
It's my fault. I killed Gabe. I killed Gabe. I killed Gabe.
No, you didn't.
Ethan!
Aww.
Listen to me. It wasn't your fault. At all.
No, it wasn't.
It wasn't. Okay?
But he feels like it because he
It wasn't.
ran up there and we were up there because of him. Yes, we were playing an RPG video game in a virtual world. We were LARPing in the game. And of course the sirens had to go off and ruin everything. Boo.
Charlotte?
Boo, I tell you. This is episode 3, yeah. As of right now, our main suspect is Typhon. Because,
Thanks for coming. Of course. Ethan's dad
see
already
this
pick him up?
first.
Yeah, they just left. I just wanted to thank you. Ethan needed today. Honestly, by the end, I was having just as much fun as he was. He thinks the world of you, you know. After everything, I think you're sort of his hero. He's sort of mine. How creative he is. You must be so proud of him. He was so thrilled to see you show up with the sword. I think that was mostly about the sword. Maybe. But I think he was happy to see you in his world. Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm okay. Charlotte? God, Alex, don't mind me, okay? Just a lot going on. I don't mind you. At all. Do you want to talk about it? You're really sweet, but I'm okay. Thanks for swinging by. I'll see you at the festival. Charlotte, I can tell something. Said no! Fuck, don't you listen? Shit. This was a mistake. Where did that anger come from?
All we know right now is that Typhon, or Typhon, or whatever, made Mac say that he didn't get a call. He did get a call, he told them not to pull the blast, and they did anyway. We have a USB, which has the... We hope has blah blah, speak hard. We hope it has info for us, but we're working on that. See what angers this woman. Her entire world is falling apart, apparently.
Her anger is so intense. Maybe there's something here that can tell me why.
He's angry.
Gabe, it's your fault. Why would you teach me to need someone again just to go and leave me all alone? Alex, it's your fault. Everyone loves you. But I can't look at you without thinking about how fucked everything is since you came into my life.
Oh my. So she kind of blames Alex for coming into her life and taking away everything? I guess.
Ryan, it's your fault. You were supposed to protect us. Why couldn't you?
Well, she's allowed
She's
to.
so angry at everyone around her. But there's something else here. What is wrong with me? I can't let myself feel this way. When did I become such a fucking monster? Ethan! It's your fault! Why couldn't you just fucking listen? You're angry at him. At Ethan.
It has to be hard though. You're angry at your own child.
I'm a bad mom, Alex. Charlotte.
Now we have a choice.
Charlotte. I hate my son, Alex. He's sweet, and he's creative, and he's the most important thing in the entire universe to me. And I hate him. For so long, it was just me and him. It took so long to learn how to be okay with that. And I was. But then, Gabe, I can deal with hating Ryan, or you, or even Gabe. But Ethan, if he had just listened, Gabe would still be alive. It all comes back to that.
Your feelings does matter.
What you're feeling makes more sense than you think. Your pain matters too. None of it fucking matters. He's dead. I wish I were too. This anger could kill her, and nothing I'm saying is helping. What if I could just take it away? I can do it. I can take her anger from her. What would that do to her? What would it do to me? And even if I can, should I?
We get a pausing moment here, I think, for a choice. Yeah. Ethan was told not to go where he went. You know what happens when you tell a child not to go somewhere, they go there anyway. So they were looking for her, or for him, when Gabe dies. Which is why she is slightly angry with her son. What would you guys do? He was stuck on the other side of the log, and we had to go get him. It blew up on us, to put it lightly. Yes, I was thinking the same, to be honest. I don't want to take away her anger, because if we take away her anger, she's never really gonna get over it. It's just gonna be a new bad thing. Right? I think we should leave her alone. She has to come to terms with things on her own. Even if we have the power, it doesn't mean we always have to use it. So let's leave her. She'll have to deal.
I can't. I'm sorry, Charlotte.
You have to deal with sorrow and anger. Anger comes from loss. Let's just reassure.
You're strong. You'll get through this. I guess we'll find out.
But also the fact that she just got it kind of all off her chest, that she said all of her feelings, all of her emotions. I think that's more important than many think.
Okay. Hear me out. Is Typhon run by the Illuminati?
That would explain the conspicuously triangle-shaped logo.
Boom! Finally cracked it.
Hey.
Alex. So, how did things go with Charlotte?
I think we're gonna go with... It's kind of private. No, I couldn't help her.
I don't know. She was hurting so much. I thought I'd be able to help her, but I couldn't.
If you couldn't help her, I'm sure no one could.
So please tell me that the USB stick revealed all of Typhon's secrets.
Not yet, but... Alex...
We found a recording of Gabe's call.
Well, that proves he called, and they took it.
I should probably listen to that. I need to know.
We're here for you, okay?
I don't know how long to play a game thing. Wrong bucket. SMS. My block. Magpie Emporium. Is there some more we haven't seen?
Best job I've ever had. Not that the competition is super fierce.
Calling all LARPers.
So many memories of Gabe I didn't get to make. Glad I was able to help.
We found Chrissy.
But
Yay.
I think I'll pass on the kisses.
We found his dog. I'm really sorry about that. The LARP was amazing. Really, you are badass. You don't have to apologize. I had so much fun with you. Have a great time with your dad and stay safe. Dear Alex, what a marvelous event. I'm so glad I could participate in today's live action roleplay. It brings me back to my days of the theater. Did I ever tell you that I once essayed the role of Falstaff in my school's production of The Merry Wives of Windsor? With enough liquid prodding, you may one day get me to recall a few verses, and I thank you for including me in festivities. It was nice to take my mind off things. Anyhow, enjoy your very first spring festival. I can still remember mine, clear as day. Sincerely, Reginald McAllister III. Thank you, Ducky. You were wonderful. Ducky's such a cool character. Dude, thank you so much. You totally killed it. Award-winning bard material right there. Thanks, you were pretty amazing too, you know. Oh, shucks. Well, you deserve the truth. Tiffin is obviously hiding something. Mac's still scared to death of them. Anyway, I'll be at the shop if you need anything. I really appreciate it. Ethan, Joy, Charlotte, anger. Yeah, she was angry, but I hope we did the right thing, but I feel we did the right thing. No, can't escape this. It's time to listen.
Type in safety. Mac? It's me. Fuck off, Jen. Yeah, okay, just listen. I need you to call off the explosion. Ethan's in the blast radius. Shit. He could get killed. What the hell's wrong with you? He snuck off. We're up here right now, trying to find him. Mac, please. All right, I'm on it. We'll halt the blasts. Fuck. You can't imagine the headaches this will create for me. Thanks, Mac. Whatever. Just doing my job.
We have it. A phone call was made.
Just ignored him. It's so fucked.
Mac
You
tells
know
them
it's
not to
bad when Mac
blast.
turns out to be the good guy.
They told him to go and lie and
You
say that
okay?
there was no call.
We're taking these fuckers down.
Well, they deserve to be taken down.
This USB stick has what I need. Time to dig through it.
Whatever's going on with Typhon, it wasn't worth Gabe's life.
He's angry.
We're going to get them. For you, Gabe.
A key part of any good investigation. Gotta find joy in the little things. Right, Gabe? A cold case and a warm beer. Brian brought this down from his station. Hope it comes in handy. Thanks for spilling your guts. We're gonna get them, okay?
Yeah, I know we will.
So, how fucked are we?
If we can't work it out ourselves, I could always just seduce the truth out of Diane.
He probably could.
So.
Yeah. You saw me in action, right?
With the way she made her blush, I think she could do so. Without problem.
Gabe's call came in from the sat phone at 8:41 p.m. I should find the next call and see if that has any information.
That would be that one.
Lena, it's Diane. We have a problem. You're kidding. There's a kid lost in the mountains near the pit. We need to postpone. Lena?
Haven is your site, Diane, and therefore this is your decision. I know I don't need to remind you of the stakes.
Someone could be hurt. Or killed.
We've been over this. Anyone up there has disregarded posted notices and accepted full liability.
We're talking about a child. I'm just asking for one day.
If you postpone tonight's scheduled blast, you put Rhea in jeopardy.
Rhea?
That puts the whole company in jeopardy. Is that what you want?
No.
Then do the math and make the right call. Email me when it's done.
I will.
What the hell is Rhea?
Must have been pretty damn important.
Maybe Diane says more about it in her email?
Maybe. Let me see if I can find it.
But I'm kind of curious about all of these now. You will listen to all of them.
Typhon Mining.
Diane?
Oh, hey, Joe. How are you?
I'm good. Doing real good.
So I have a pretty good list of candidates to go over with you. Looks like I've got 40 names.
Great work. When can we go over it?
Hey, Diane, can I be candid for a moment?
Please.
It's just, well, we've all been following the news and, I don't know, after that accident.
Joe?
I just want to be sure there really are positions waiting for these people.
There's nothing to worry about. If you have qualified candidates to show me, I have jobs to offer them.
Glad to hear it. You free Tuesday afternoon? Around 3?
Sure.
Great. Looking forward to it.
Me too. See you later, Joe.
I hope Typhon has a nice severance package.
Typhon Mining, this is Diane.
Diane, it's Jason.
Hello, Deputy. You have good news for me?
I suppose I do. You are officially cleared to continue regular operation. The county no longer considers your pit an active crime scene.
Well, that's a huge relief.
Now, to be clear, the investigation is still open and active. Typhon hasn't been cleared of anything yet.
Sure, I understand. But can we start mining again?
Yes, you can start mining again.
That's all she cared about.
Nope. No, that's it.
Well, thanks for the call.
Yeah, no problem. Take care, Diane.
You too.
Seems a lot easier to get away with murder than you'd hope.
That's the incoming call. Yeah. Hit the flowers.
Lace Flowers, this is Riley. How can I help you?
Hey, babe, it's me.
Mac, hey, what's up?
I'm on lunch. Oh, you're not gonna believe what J-Man did this morning with some of the new dye. Hey, so I'm not sure about this part here.
It's Mac.
Is that Gabe?
Hey, Mac, can we talk later? I'm kinda busy.
Busy how?
Let's hang out when you get off, okay?
Hold up, why is Gabe there?
Okay, talk soon. I love you.
She didn't exactly do a very good job with telling him that, hey, he's here helping me with something. Okay, email archive. What are we looking for? Is it in the email archive? I warned you, Lena. I fucking warned you.
This is the email Diane mentioned. So what is Rhea?
I warned you, Lena. Fucking warned you. Rhea went off undetected. What the hell is Rhea? You insisted, and now someone is dead. You better have a plan. I'm not going down for this. At least not alone. I understand that you're upset and emotional about tonight's tragic, unavoidable accident. Therefore, I'm choosing to overlook this momentary lapse of judgment. I'll be calling first thing tomorrow to discuss how we move forward. I suggest you take the night to cool off. Wait, when was that? 20... I'm curious now. Incoming... That's the next day. Let's listen to that.
Hello, Diane. Is it safe to assume you've gotten your emotions under control?
My emotions? Someone was killed last night because of a decision you made. I
would be very careful with what you say next. Who do you think is more at risk here? Me or you?
Excuse me?
Now, of course, we're all committed to helping you make it through this difficult period. We don't want to see anyone be scapegoated over an unavoidable accident.
These guys are assholes.
Great. Then you and I are aligned. Who else knew there were people in the mountains?
Just my safety manager, Mac. He got their distress call just before I contacted you.
Do you trust him?
I think I can convince him to be trustworthy.
Good. Good. Only
Wow,
one
this
point of
Lena
contact,
person
and
is a
you've got him handled. I think we're going to make it through this just fine. Speak to you soon.
Okay.
I refuse to feel bad for Diane in all this, but damn.
She has a lot of pressure coming from upstairs. Maybe they have something Rhea.
Who would have thought getting away with murder would be so bureaucratic?
That's just inspection.
Too bad money can't fix all of Typhon's problems. Damn. Is this what Diane sold her soul for?
I took the liberty of expediting your application to our executive training program. Wow. Jesus.
This is the email Diane mentioned.
Sure.
So what is Rhea?
Okay. Maybe we need to go out and talk a bit. But let's try.
Seems like a lot is hanging on these inspections.
What is Rhea? Nope, that's not it. How do we... No? Diane called HQ to discuss something called Rhea. We can't get out of the laptop, apparently. We only have call log and email archive. And I cannot get out of this window, apparently.
This is the email Diane mentioned. So what is Rhea? I bet this is when Diane decided to start copying evidence to this USB stick.
Rhea went off undetected. Was there a second blast that night?
They only had permits for one.
What did Lena say? Without the scheduled blast, Rhea would be discovered?
Shit. The blast that killed Gabe was just a cover for another explosion?
Seems.
We didn't hear another explosion, though. It must have gone off somewhere else.
Or deeper down.
If we can find out where it was, that might tell us what it was for.
So where was this second blast? That is the question. Ooh, file browser. Well, hello. I'm curious though.
Diane has dossiers on the entire Haven Council.
Ooh.
That's not creepy at all.
Jedediah Logan, council member since 2000, council chair 212, owner of the Black Lantern. Jedis built a local hero duties, rescue of 19 Helldivers during collapse in 2008. Strong ally, use him as a resource to secure other council members. Wow. Grief over deceased wife. Wait. Was that the person we saw on the plaque? Council dossiers, that's just scary.
This is about Rhea, but it doesn't tell me where it was.
Charges prime 12, charges detonated 12, misfires 0. Brendan Whittaker, expected haul. Okay, Rhea schematic.
This is Rhea. Fuck. This map's too small to tell where this is.
I need a map.
That's the site of the 2008 Typhon mine collapse.
Wait, they set off a blast in their current mine to cover up a blast in their old mine?
That shaft was exhausted years ago. There's nothing left to dig up.
Or is it?
What could possibly be down there that's so important to them?
Typhon just had to pass a bunch of inspections at the old site, didn't they?
Yeah, so?
So, I don't think they were digging something up. They were burying something.
Well done. But I think that's the end. Yeah, that's the end of this chapter. So, Alex chose Steph to distract Diane. We left Charlotte with her anger. Seems a lot. Well, it's fairly even, but a little bit more chose the other one. We made Diane sad, which is what most did. Ah, we should have listened to the record. Oh well. We did weeding on the rooftop garden. We were never knocked out in battle. The troll was killed in battle. We put to sleep the serpent. We found out what Typhoon we're up to. We vanquished King Tabor. Nobody's missed that one. Riley found out about Eleanor's dementia. Alex helped the student focus on her work. Yes, we found her music. Alex and Ethan solved the Jester's riddle. And we helped the blacksmith with his work. So that's where we are. So what I'll do now, I will end it for today here. Because it's like the perfect place to stop, and I won't be able to do a full chapter after this. So we can continue in another stream. Thank you for hanging out, you. And yeah. There might be Final Fantasy tomorrow. I'll see what I feel like. Depends. Have you posted a stream schedule yet? I didn't see one earlier today. But we'll see. I'll continue next chapter sometime during the week or the weekend. It depends a little bit on energy levels and all that. But for now, you did while I was streaming. Ah, well, are you streaming tomorrow then? So I know. I can plan. Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday. Okie dokie. Then we know. The usual. I will see you on another stream then. Maybe tomorrow. We'll see. Then we can put you over to you when I'm done doing raid. So bye. Have an absolute wonderful evening. And do take care of yourselves. Bye bye.